play like Lemme his Let's Talk About Everything number 8 video, yeah? I'm gonna pick some music to go with. Let me see. You'll wanna try Chill Hop. Alright, then I can let people know. Hey, alright. Yo, hey.
What's up? I haven't been to one of your... You haven't streamed since I realized you have a channel.
Yeah, I was like sick for a couple weeks. I was really wanting to, but then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna just be like so sick. And it was just like the last one I made, it was like you could tell my nose and stuff, and I was like, I don't want to record this. You know.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize you had a channel until you linked me one of your music videos, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Derek
The whole
does
thing. Yeah.
I thought you were like me, and you just comment aggressively on other people's YouTube videos. It's like the only thing I do anymore. I don't know how to make videos.
Oh yeah, I comment aggressively in a way, I guess. But then I also make too. And I later. And you know, thanks for being up here too. And I'll tell people about it.
No problem. Like I said, I can pop in for a bit.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's pretty chill.
He's taking one of his 8-hour showers, so I'll have time.
Yeah, that'll be a whole thing, you know, I totally get it.
Yeah. Well, he hangs out with his friends on tonight, like every week. Like they go play sports and whatever, so he comes home and he spends the next 6 hours in the shower, just regretting trying to act like he's 20 again.
It's always the regret, isn't it?
I'm sure he's gonna come out and be like, I almost broke my leg.
Oh dang. I hope you don't break his leg. That shit does happen, like I totally understand. Like oh goodness.
They don't even play that aggressively. But like he constantly comes home, he's like, yeah, I almost shattered my elbow on this other guy's shoulder. Like, are you playing lacrosse or are you playing like basketball?
Both.
Yeah, I was gonna say the answer's not lacrosse.
Maybe. I get you though. Do you like have a favorite sport?
Me? Not really.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch football if he's watching it, because I can like kind of deal with his favorite team. But like I'm really only invested in it because sometimes like some hilarious shit happens. But otherwise I'm like, when we first got together, I think I spent the first year falling asleep every time we put it on.
That'll do it, huh? But I mean, at least you definitely had good rest then.
Oh, I was knocked the second he turned the game on. I was like, okay.
It is honestly like sensory nice, because I mean, I think it might just be the tiny scream. Just like, isn't that like? It's kind of like white noise, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, it doesn't work anymore because I actually understand sports terms, but at the time I didn't know what anything was. So I'm like, this is gibberish to me. I'm falling asleep to Spanish right now.
Yeah, here's the smorgasbord, you know, like whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah. Like they've done a kickback to the 28th and now there's a 17th down, and I was like, this is nonsense noise and I love it.
That's pretty awesome.
Now, like,
I like soccer.
yeah, I played soccer like as a little kid, but I haven't been able to like get invested in it.
Yo, Sneeko, hi. And I get you. Sneeko's like honestly one of my favorite like Twitch streamers. Like definitely check their channel out if you're on Twitch. They do all sorts of stuff, different playing, like whatever kind of themes and narrative. I've gone over there to play Smash Bros. A lot. It's a vibe. But yeah, like it's not.
I didn't realize you were live on both.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm on Twitch and YouTube. It's like Restream lets me do it a double way without it like me having to pay anything or whatever. It's pretty much a vibe, but like if you like, you know, pay for the services, you can also like stream towards more.
I have no idea how Twitch works.
It's fair. It's just a streaming platform that's pretty alright. I like how it goes. I honestly will use like the streaming thing that they use for mobile, and I'll like play games that I play on like an emulator on my phone. It's been pretty much. It's been a vibe. I haven't been able to play lately, but I'll be back to it. It's just I think it's like me still trying to find my groove to play games and get people to be there. I'm still kind of new to Twitch, but I actually got to like 400 followers on there actually, which is pretty cool. Right?
Yeah, that's good. Like, so me and my hubs, we were we've been thinking for like a year now about potentially streaming. Because we play. I don't know if you play Ark at all.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so I got him into it, and now that's like all of our spare time.
That's fair.
The way, like, it basically it plays like a survival game, but in Jurassic Park. And I have the best luck, and he has the worst luck. And together we're a problem. Like, we need to catch some of these things on video. Like, he is the embodiment of burnout. That Seinfeld meme where it's the dum 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 to be continued.
No, I was thinking of like that Seinfeld meme, and then to the tune of Jaws, right? And then it's like you're getting a shock, and then it's like to that, like in an ominous tone. My mind, I swear.
No, that's basically what any experience with games is for him. It's just constantly a problem.
That's awesome.
What do you usually play?
I'll play stuff like Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. I want to play all the Fire Emblems at least on GBA. There's Pokemon Snakewood. But then I also have a Switch, so if people want to play like brawlhalla or like Smash Bros, they definitely can. I also have like Stardew Valley actually. I'm really good at dungeons, but I honestly need help with stuff where you have to do like a whole farming thing. I'm like, I don't even help. Like, but I help fight, you know.
Don't talk to me about Stardew Valley. That's all I've been playing for like a week. I have so many mods.
Yeah. It's one of your favorite things.
Like, so like in regular Stardew Valley, my favorite I guess is the caves. But like in the mods now, I can make like sodas and shit. I can grow weed. So I'm like losing my mind right now. There's one that lets you sleep with the wizard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, guess who I've been romancing?
Of course. Yeah, the dragon has to romance the wizard. I feel like that's just kind of like a given.
Yeah, it's the closest we can get to monster fuckery in Stardew Valley. Like, I guess
monster
technically
united, like at the moment of that statement being ensued. Amazing.
Yeah. Like, I guess you can get with Krobus, but like, isn't he platonic? Like, he's only a friend. Yeah, so like, no, I'm gonna fuck the wizard. I bet he can turn into a monster, so it's fine.
The dragon off the fuck the wizard.
More or less.
Awesome. So it's just a vibe. It'd be what it be. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm somebody who also like really love Mass Effect and Dragon Age Origins like a lot. I've replayed those things completely.
You are like my soulmate right now.
You like played? We can totally always talk about video games or whatever. Especially like I love the figuring out people's romance or whatever options. And honestly, I am so interested in seeing you play a stream or whatever and could see your perspective. I think it'd be really freaking cool. So here's someone saying, I think you can definitely do it. By the way,
nice.
Well, I mean, that, right?
Yeah, we need to really we just need to finally buckle down and get the thing to record off the whatever system. That's like $20 and we're just lazy.
That is such a whole thing. Oh, you're talking about like the card catcher thing for Switch or something?
Yeah, card capture.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I can get one off Amazon for like $30. I just don't.
You should do it. It sounds like you're interested in it, but you're just keeping yourself away from it from like $30 or something.
It's one of those things. It's like I don't know. Like I'm always kind of afraid to start a new thing. Like I kind of got to work up to it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We just haven't worked up to it yet.
I get that though. It's really like trying to figure out what you want to do and really like doing it, and then actually having the space and time and all that. And then it's like, you know, I totally get it. It takes time. Like I thought about streaming 2 years before I actually did. So I mean, I think you're fine. Yeah. It'd be what it be, but good luck on it because I think it'll be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, if we actually get it started, I'll let you know. Because somebody, like, for someone to watch it.
Yeah, it'll be one and it'll be me, but I'll let people know, so it might not just be just me for too long.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, like, I'm afraid as soon as I turn, like, the microphone on, me and him will both just shut down and not know what to do with ourselves.
Honestly, it'll take practice and time and getting things together or whatever, but give away with words and you really, like, you think about what you want to do, you kind of have, like, a vibe, and also with games, I mean, that's, like, the entertainment right there, you know? Like, people are looking at that even if you're not talking or something, so it's, like, it's a lot less pressure if you're going to do something like that, but also, just vibe. Do what you want to do. People will be there because, you know, they see that you want to do these things. It doesn't have to just be like, you know, like a lot of people whenever they make things, they're like, what do the people want? And no, it's what do you want as a creator and what do you want to create and have people see from you? You know, you gotta think of it like that. Right.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working our way around to it.
Sure.
Like, I at least looked up how much the cards cost, so
that is a step. There's definite progress.
And I'm sitting here fronting like I don't have like a gaming laptop. Like I could just do it if I wanted to. Oh, the Hubs is vibing to your music.
It's a vibe. It's actually not my music. It's Restream's music. They have really good music for what you can play for the background stuff, and it's such a vibe. I love it. It speaks to me. I understand. I bop to it. Sometimes, honestly, I was thinking of doing things where I could do like fun karaoke things where people make up like music or singing or rapping to like what pops up for the Restream thing. By the way, whoever's listening, I'm thinking about it. And
I think it'd be cool. Don't ask me to do it. No one wants to hear me sing, but I think that'd be a cool idea.
My God, too. No. That does sound pretty fun.
You do not want to hear me sound like a dying cow.
You have a nice voice. You never know.
When I speak, maybe. Not when I say.
I get you. But, I mean, hey, it's always nice, like, karaokeing and singing and being around people and vibing. Like, I'm just like, the expression of it all is so fucking fun to me. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, babe, are you making food?
Oh, no. Be careful.
No, I can just hear you clattering. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Everything. Every single action in the universe. Don't worry about it.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Realize
what were you saying?
hands were so tenuous, apparently. They're just stacked weird.
Oh.
Okay. So I gotta get used to the new names in your chat.
Yeah.
How's Squirrel doing?
Yeah, Squirrel, how you doing? He's a vibe. He's always like around.
Let me see. I can't remember your name. And Sneeko.
Yeah, Sneeko Malice.
Oh yeah, the Restream. Oh no, the other song I played for you. Yeah. So I played some of your music for it was the purple one for him. He said he really liked it.
Violet Daydream.
Yeah. Yeah, he really liked that. And we both did. Like, it's really good. Like, it's really hard to get the right vibe with no lyrics like that.
Yeah. I'm just like, listen to this. Like, it's also really cool because it's like, whenever anything has like a bottom kind of sound, right? And then you have a wider topper kind of sound, and you have them play off of each other, and then you hear how it merges throughout the song. I love playing with stuff like that because not enough people really like mess with different keys in their music. And I get you can do that with like a melody or like someone singing, but it's like, if I can just do it with instruments, why not? Or if I can just do it whatever I want to add on to it, why not? I'm honestly a percussionist, and I can't tell you how much my world has been like, yes, ever since I really started creating with electrical, electronics, because then I'm just like, I don't have to have all of the instruments. I can just put them together. You know?
Right.
It's so fun.
I'm jealous because I am not musically inclined at all.
Honestly, I do teach classes. And I do like help people to get out. Yeah, on BandLab. BandLab has like a free DAW that you can use. You can go to bandlab.com on your phone. I mean, on the laptop, on computer, whatever. But you can also have the BandLab app on your phone. And I teach people how to use it affordably and stuff. It's like, my things are like $10 an hour session kind of thing. But I also work with people to try and make this affordable because I think that the elitism around creating music or creating anything in general is like really messed up. So I want to make sure that people really like learn how to do it, and I'm pretty solid at it. All of them, like, because since it's on an app or something, I just call you on like whatever. Usually it's like people want me to call them on like Discord or Facebook or something while we're creating, because it's like BandLab even has a thing where you can have like a little music room. And you can like edit the thing, and you can see what someone's doing, and you can like manipulate it or add on to it, however. And it really helps me to really interact in that way, because we're like independently creating something, like just on the internet with these apps or whatever. Like BandLab's fucking amazing. Like I've been using it for like since 2020. I've been on BandLab since 2019, but I didn't really post anything really till 2020. But I do have one song I made like in 2019. I didn't touch it for a year. Then I started making it.
Yeah. I'll have to look into it. Like, the main thing holding me back with music is that I genuinely cannot carry a tune if you put it in my bucket. Like, I'm rhythmically, I live up to the white people stereotype.
cannot live up to the voice.
No, I cannot dance. I can't carry a beat. No.
Well, hey, at the very least, I am a percussionist. If you want to learn how to carry a beat, you might as well start there. You know?
That's true.
I can never help that. Because honestly...
Oh no, I was just gonna say I used to be able to play a clarinet, but not well.
Clarinet's the whole thing. I cannot make a sound on woodwind, like, at all. Like, that is the one thing I can't do. I cannot do one sound on a woodwind. I've always wanted to play sax and it never worked out.
No, I was like in school band, and I was like the last kid in the row, like all the way on the inside, who can't play for shit, and you just want to hide them.
Oh no, I get you. It'd be what it be. Hey, Tanya.
Hi.
She's really nice. She's another person. I actually went on like a panel the other day. It was 5. This is a person on YouTube you could definitely follow as well. See if you'll want to like be around, whenever there's a panel. Thanks, Tonya. I hope you're well too. You're so nice. I'm doing pretty chill. I feel a lot better. I was like sick for like 3 fucking weeks. It's so ass.
Oh god, I hope you didn't have COVID.
I don't think so. I got checked and everything was negative, so I think it was just like a sinus thing or something. Because it was just, it's gonna sound gross, but it was just mucus. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I wanted it to stop.
Yeah, no, like I mentioned it before. I don't know if you were around in Deity streams, but like me and the Hubs both had COVID in January. That shit sucked.
Yeah, that shit ain't fucking pretty. I know I've had people who've gotten it and stuff. I'm honestly lucky. I'm knocking on wood right fucking now, but I haven't gotten it at all, actually.
Yeah, I think we had the what was it, the Delta one that's supposed to be like weaker than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Omicron, maybe something. But it was like it specifically started. I got like this thunderous headache, and I was like, I gotta go to bed. And then apparently all night long I was burning up, and then the next day I had a sinus infection, and that was really it. And then we figured out I probably had COVID when he got the same symptoms like 12 hours later.
That'll do it. Jeez, I hear you.
It was just like yeah, it wasn't even like we were like sick. We just didn't want, like, it's like you're sick, like you don't want to move sick. And then now I have like a vertigo problem, and he's got like he'll get like light, like he can't breathe a little bit, and we just have to like be like that now. I think that just is what it is.
Yeah, it does have long-standing, a whole thing. And all that. And sinus stuff is just, honestly, it's like, it pisses me off when I'm sick. It's like when like when you cry and your sinuses get all fucked. Anything that gets my sinuses all fucked, I get really fucking mad about it. Like, if only I could pick up and throw my sinuses, I would be fucking happy. But,
yes. I get that. Like, I've moved basically halfway across the country. And I don't know if you know this, but other parts of the country have different pollen. I didn't think about that.
Oh,
so I
fuck, yeah.
Yes, the first like spring I was in the other state, I was like, can I just die? Please? Like, just kill me. Because this sucks. And then for some reason I know that there's a thing. Again.
Oof, good luck. And I know that people do a thing where you can get honey from the area. Like, you have to get like actual honey from the bees in your area, and you like have that. It will actually really help you get used to like the pollen in the air.
Yeah, they say that. I've never tried it because I keep forgetting.
You should. It actually really works out. And
like all the honey that goes into my house, it ends up getting used in mead, so I never actually eat it. Because that's my pastime, is brewing my own alcohol.
Pretty cool. What
It's
about
actually, it's like way easier than you think it is, and it's way more fun because like when you're brewing it yourself, as long as you're like aware of what you're putting in there, you can make whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's the combination of whatever you want that you created that you really enjoyed and you'd probably do again?
So my father-in-law's favorite was like it was star anise, coriander, cinnamon, and some like a couple of different kinds of dried fruit. And it came out kind of like, not quite tasting like, but smelling like an apple pie, kind of. So far, that's my most popular. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. You ever did anything with blueberries?
No, I want to, but I just never like got around to it.
That's cool.
I did like blackberry and hibiscus once. I think that one was like my personal favorite.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I don't know the point of putting the hibiscus in there because I couldn't taste it, but it still tasted good. So.
That's fair. I mean, as long as it tastes good, maybe it like rounded it out or something.
Yeah, like it was really good. It's just I don't like honey's so expensive right now, and it takes like I make it in a 2-gallon pitcher, so it's like I can't afford a big ass bottle of honey just to potentially screw. Like it's just not in the cards at this second.
That's fair. Honestly, eventually I want to have like a whole beekeeping thing, and then we have a bunch of bees and honey, and it's like all the little buzzers. I fucking love bees, and I think it would like help them out, make sure we had like a good amount of bees in the community. And then it's like,
oh my God.
Right? You see me as a little beekeeper helper, huh?
Yes, because I need honey. We can go into business together.
Yes. Alright, keep that in mind.
Yes. Because I really, really want to open my own, like, meadery. The way people are opening breweries, like, that's what I want to do so bad.
That's so fun. Good luck and cheers. I feel like that'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah, like, then again, I have, like, 80 different businesses I want to do, so we'll see what one I end up doing.
Do them at a time. Fair. But who knows? You could have, like, a business for everything that you might need that I thought of or something like that. That'd be pretty useful, you know?
Yeah, like our other business model is I make a seafood hot pot, and I just keep progressively making it worse by adding more spice to it. Right? So we're gonna open up a beach shack called Hot Pot, and just offer various kinds of increasingly terribly hot pots.
I just used to think of pot stickers, and now I want one.
Yeah, and then the husband is gonna open up a place called Milky and just sell milkshakes next door.
That sounds awesome, though. Like, you'll have ideas.
Yeah.
Does he have a favorite milkshake?
Do you have a favorite milkshake, babe? No.
Okay, what's the kind of milkshake that he usually gets? If that's a better question.
What? Oh, cookies and cream, that's his thing.
That's so fair. Those are so freaking good. And then, like, I also like the stuff that's like little fudge bits. You know, anything that you can put little fudge bits in, just perfect. You know?
Yeah. Like, there's a place near us that does, like, you can mix it, put whatever you want. So I do, like, chocolate and bacon.
Oh, the salt and sweet. That's why.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'll have to try it just because, well, if you suggest it, it's probably pretty freaking good, but I just never had, like, chocolate bacon smoothie before. I've never even heard of that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
But,
I think. Well, the place that does it, they're across the nation, so I don't mind saying the name of the restaurant. Five Guys, the burger joint, they do that.
Oh,
Like,
I've never
I'm
gone
not
to a Five
doxing
Guys
myself.
before. I've heard of it before.
Really?
Yeah, don't dox yourself. Yeah, I haven't. I gotta try it then, huh? With that sound.
Oh my god, they have the best burgers in the world. You get 2 patties.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes. And if you're waiting
Really
inside,
good,
you can eat peanuts.
Oh,
Free peanuts. Yeah, they're very
peanuts are
good.
pretty good. It's pretty classy. Nice. Like, I think my favorite kind of smoothies are ones where it's like either kale and banana or like strawberry and blueberry or like, you know, like peaches and cream, stuff like that. It's such a vibe. Then also if there's anything that's like lime or lemon, like I'll probably drink like 2 of those.
Oh, I get you. I don't drink too many smoothies because I have like an obsession with anything that's super acidic and rough on your stomach. So like citrus and spice are my 2 things. So like I'm a crazy person. I'll drink straight vinegar sometimes. Like if I have a salad or cucumbers and I put vinegar on it, I will drink that out of the bottom of the bowl. It's a problem.
I mean, not gonna lie, I really like the taste of vinegar. Like, I like tart kind of stuff a lot. Like raspberries. I'll put like vinegar all over my fish. Like, I always have like my condiments are usually vinegar and mustard and like pepper. That's all I really need.
Oh no, I am obsessed with Sriracha. Like I will get a piece of bread, put Sriracha on it, fold it in half, and that's food.
Oh my fucking gosh! It makes sense. I've had Sriracha for some stuff, and it is really freaking good. So I mean, if you're gonna season your bread with it, you might as well do it with something that's good.
Like I don't have to go get a knife and open the jelly jar and all this. I can just put Sriracha. It comes out in a squirt bottle. Like, come on, you can't beat that.
Honestly, have you ever done like a Sriracha grilled cheese or something like that? Like, does that exist?
I haven't, but you just got my husband's attention.
Look at that. Try it.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think.
He will. He makes some like quick quesadillas all the time. I wonder how that would go.
Yeah, that'd be a cool idea.
Sounds smart. I want to try it.
Yeah, since you already like just bread and that, you might as well like zhuzh it up, right? Try and like, do the whole thing with it. You could even put bacon in it.
Yeah, we usually put like those pre-cooked chicken packets you can get. Like, oh, Jenny's asking about wasabi. Wasabi is simultaneously delicious and horrifying.
Oh yeah, I have a story for wasabi. Like, okay, so my aunt had a thing of wasabi in like a big fucking cup, and I remember looking at it, I was like 5, something like that. It was like not even double digits, and I was like, I thought it was Jello, right? So I got it, and I got like a huge spoonful, and I put it in my mouth. I swear, I smelled God. I don't know what the fuck. I was so sick. I was like, what happened?
It would have cleared your sinus infection out real quick.
You know what? I should have just gotten some fucking wasabi.
Yeah.
I should have just gotten some fucking wasabi. Like, oh my goodness.
There's nothing that drains your nose quicker than a big old bite of wasabi.
Honestly. And then some Vicks rub. That would really knock it out.
Yeah, you would fry the inside of your nose off trying to do that.
It's fine, don't worry about it, okay? You know, you don't have to worry about the sinuses if you don't have a nose, right?
Yeah, that's true. Science checks
Very
out.
logical.
Because, like, oh god, and now you got me thinking about all my science problems.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had to bust out the neti pot a couple weeks ago, and I hate that thing so much, but sometimes it's the only thing that helps. Have you tried a neti pot? Did I freeze? Someone froze. I'll give it a minute, see if the audio comes back. Oh, Xerix froze? Okay. I was wondering if it was just me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard the hold music before. Hooray! I'm hosting by myself! Time to take over the channel. Secretly what I've been here for the whole time. Hey, who wants to talk about reptilians? Yeah, I'm not surprised. And they just, like, the whatever phone or something just freaks out sometimes. Yes, Jimmy, it's my channel now. It's our channel. It's the people's channel. At least until Xerix comes back in, like, a minute. The reptilians, yeah. I'm fucking pretty sure Ted Cruz. So Ted Cruz and I don't know how familiar y'all are, but Vince McMahon are what I imagine reptilians would actually look like if they're real. Yeah, but Vince McMahon looks like a weird, like, he looks like a buff teenager with an old man mask on. Yeah. You could turn this into a wrestling talk channel. Talk about how Vince McMahon was forcibly retired recently. The raccoons piloting his body can finally rest. Yeah. I'm surprised WWE is like any good again. But it is Triple H. And welcome to a visit into my lame ass life where my husband and I talk about wrestling because we have nothing better going on. I swear to God, I think my knuckle is broken. Yeah, so I'll tell you guys, I like swear I broke my finger the other day. I was lifting a box and I went to set it down, and naturally I like ate shit moving forward and lost the box, and now my finger is like bad. I don't think it's actually broken, but it's like it definitely bent the wrong way, and that's my exciting life right now.
Amazing.
Yes,
I came in some time.
Amazing storyteller, right?
Yeah, you are.
Just trying to be entertaining.
I appreciate it. A nice interlude for my Wi-Fi freaking out at least like once in every 30 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just what it be, I guess.
Yeah, I noticed. Like, I was hoping that since you were like hosting, maybe you wouldn't have the same connectivity issues you do like on the other side, but if it's your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and then it'll just like come back eventually. It's like the Wi-Fi just closes and then it comes back. And I don't know why. And it just kind of
It,
affects everything.
like, it depends on where you live. Like, where I used to live, that would just happen.
Yeah.
Now I kind of live in a city, technically. I think, like, by definition, it's a city, but I wouldn't really call it that, and, like, we're fine.
Yeah, that's
We
bad.
have-
That makes
we have-
sense.
We have, like, a downtown, technically, so I guess it's a city.
Yeah, that'll probably make it a city, right? If it has downtown. What are the requirements of a city actually being acknowledged? No, I might have to look this up so now. What's the requirements of a city?
Like 4 blocks of downtown, but it's still downtown.
Yeah, you still got a downtown.
You can still get shot there.
Yeah, that'll do it, huh? Like, Jesus Christ. These
Yeah,
requirements.
like I was leaving one job, like, on one side of town, basically, to go to another. Well, no, I wasn't even doing that. I was just straight up quitting. Who am I kidding? And like, I was talking to one of my old bosses about where I was thinking about going, and she's like, "There's this big street. I'll call it, like, Apple Avenue." She's like, "You're not applying to the store on Apple Avenue, are you?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Good, because if you were, I would beat your ass. Like, apparently it's, like, super dangerous right there."
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, "Dude, I drive by farms on my way to work. How is there that much danger here?"
Because danger and reasons. And hey, Steven, by the way, does really cool stuff, like always trying to promote people, and does like singing care stuff, and we'll just like vibe, and he also resells things that's like vinyls and comics and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I own like 9 vinyls, and I have no way to play them.
You should go to. I'm pretty sure Walmart's been selling like vinyl record players. You should get one of those for like $45. I think you can get them, something like that. Yeah, it's way cheaper now that vinyls have become like a major big thing again.
Yeah, like, that's so. Like, can we talk about how kind of bizarre that is? Like, don't get me wrong, I prefer vinyl music, but like, we've gone backwards a little bit.
Yeah, we don't even have Walkmans. We still don't have Walkmans. But MP3 is still a thing, and I mean, vinyls, it's always been a vibe, and I think that it was just that, like, not enough people wanted to, like, put out vinyls, but then it started being like, oh, 80s aesthetic came back. It's in, we definitely have to do it, and now we're definitely doing it. So I think that it pretty much made vinyls here to stay, too, because of this resurgence, you know?
Should we thank Stranger Things for that? Is that what happened?
I don't know if it's just a Stranger Things thing. But like, it seems around the 2018, 2020, something like that. That's when like 80s music really, like kicked back off again, didn't it?
Yeah, that's a Stranger Things then. Well, to a degree, like, fashion was kind of coming back around to that era anyway, and then the Stranger Things nostalgia, like,
just bumped it up.
Somebody to get a Walkman. Like, I would hit somebody in the jaw.
But like, let's vibe. Jenny's pressing X.
Jenny, I will hit you in the mouth and take your Walkman from you. I want one so bad.
Oh my gosh. You'll get one. I hope you get one soon. Maybe you'll find one.
Yeah. I had one way back in the day, but I was also like 9 and didn't know how to take care of anything.
Oh gosh. It's always when we were 9 when we had the really cool things we wish we still had, huh?
Every time, everything I had when I was 9 was cool as shit, and then I was too cool for it, and now I wish I had it.
Yeah, it's always such a thing. Like, I wish I still had my Game Boy Advance, you know?
I think...
Or like, my old DS.
I think I still have my original Game Boy Color.
Cool.
Like, I don't technically have it, but I think my dad said he had it, which is shocking.
You should hit him up and be like, hey, are there any games around there? You could probably, like, look for one of those shops that are like, you know, retro games or something. You can find something really freaking cool. I bet.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband's really into, my dad loaned us his old Xbox, like his OG Xbox.
Oh,
My husband's
Xbox
really into
360, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been like, oh, the original Hulk, like, yeah!
It's
still
a
can't get it to
vibe,
work?
though.
It's gotta be
Good luck with it.
the yellow thing's gotta be because of the RGB cables. We might just need a new one. Did you try the other disc? Oh shit. Well, it's also modded all the shit, so that might be the problem. Yeah, the Xbox, my dad like modded it all to shit. Like, it doesn't boot up to the same screen or anything. You can't take this thing online or they'll brick it. Like, I'm wondering if that's the issue.
It might be. The game was cool.
Yeah, it might also.
Hmm?
I was just thinking out loud, like, it might be the because it's got its own like boot menu from the software that's on there now. It might be a different boot menu to get it to work. I don't know. That's been the most exciting thing lately.
I got that. I remember the first thing I remember playing on like the original Xbox was Tony Hawk's Smack Wasteland. It was one of those games that just like stuck with me. Like, the music for it was just so undeniably perfect, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that really set a tone for like my music taste forever since, because I still have like the Thor like playlist saved on my YouTube so I can listen to it every now and then. It's very a vibe. I also listen to Sims 2 as well. Christmas Expression Simless is so good.
I can't think of a single game playlist that I actually like really invested any thought into.
Be like that. Probably thought of like, okay, so what's a game that you've completed that you'd like to think about?
This is easy. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Like, that's the game for me.
Like, it's really pity.
Like, I was a little kid, and like before my parents separated, I used to sit on the couch and watch my dad play it all the time. So like that specific game is like got like an emotional connection to me now.
That's awesome.
I can't beat it by myself though, because I have a severe fear of swimming in video games.
Oh really?
Yeah, like if I want to do any swimming part, I either have to give my husband the controller and make him do it, or like on Legend of Zelda, he managed to like be my moral support while I did it. He had to sit there and just be like, "It's okay, baby." Like I was a spooked horse.
Not a spooked horse. My goodness. I get you though.
Now,
like,
have you ever played Jak and Daxter?
Yeah, I like it. I actually played Ratchet and Clank more, but I really like the style of Jak and Daxter. I've watched people play it more than I've played it, but the art is like exquisite.
Yes. So that game is specifically why I have this fear.
Oh.
I was like 6, and the way they do their invisible walls so you don't swim too far is they'll have something jump up and kill you. I didn't fucking know that. And I tried to swim somewhere and I'm like 6, I think. And it's just this giant shark had this like heartbeat get faster and then it jumps out the water and kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
I bet not. You fucking got jaws. Damn.
And it's been like ever since I cannot swim in a video game. I freak out.
Oh, baby dragon.
Yeah.
And I figured out what the minimum thing for area to be called a city was. It says
What?
minimum population requirement of 25,000 for new cities. Existing cities have to have a minimum population requirement of 5,000. Cities must be at least 4 square miles in area, have a minimum population density of 1,000 people per square mile, and an assessed property valuation of 2,500 per capita, apparently.
I think we technically qualify as a city, then.
Well, there you go. We've understood the requirements.
Like I think we hit the population requirement anyway.
Yeah. Oh, and honestly, just a heads up if you ever played Dragon's Dogma, if you go too far in the water. Yeah.
Yeah, I already know. I've already beaten it. I already know.
Alright, I haven't beaten it yet. I'm at this point, I'm at like level 40 on like the Switch playing Dragon's Dogma Doctrine, and it's like I need to go to the Duke to go further, but I'm still kind of like, dang, I don't want to lose all of my potential quests, but a lot of the quests is just like getting a bunch of different stuff, so I don't know if I should just go and talk to the Duke, or if I should like actually try and grind to get the stuff.
I don't know. Did you do the you went up to see like the lady bandits and stuff?
Huh?
Did you go see the lady bandits and stuff? Like you've been there and all that?
The bandits, yeah, I've beaten the bandits like a lot. Like,
okay.
At this point, like my slash and my attacks are like can have in the hell to like do a third of it at this point. I basically.
No, go ahead.
I've just basically been like, well, since you can, like have the little rank thing for like whatever you're in, I'm basically like, why don't I just play all of them? Be as ultimately strong as I can. So I'm doing that.
As soon as I can get it, I almost exclusively play the it's the magic, but the shield and sword combo where you can enchant your weapons.
Yeah, the magic fighter, whatever that's called. I'm actually that right now. Yeah, it's sublime.
It's like
I did fighter first, and then I did like warrior, and then what are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that one's my favorite. But I would say if you're playing Dark Arisen 2, I like need you to finish it because there's a post. Do you know about like the Everfall and all that, like the post game?
Barely. I've seen like talks of it, but I didn't like research into it.
You need to play the post game stuff. It had me fucked up.
Oh no, not fucked up. Well, that's interesting though.
Yeah, and then
I really like the design.
Oh my god, it's so good, right? Like it's like one of the better RPGs.
Yeah, it's like really nice going around. Like I really like RPGs, where I have a team. I don't really like playing by myself. Like even though I know that like sometimes you can, it just feels more like I'm with my band of people and we're fighting these things. And, haha, huzzah! Like.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And like that's why I like Mass Effect so much, and Dragon Age Origins so much. Like that vibe is so yes to me.
So you wanted to know romance options, right?
Yeah, I didn't actually get to them yet, though.
Yes, I will tell you mine. Without fail, in Mass Effect, I always romance either Garrus or Thane, because I hate myself. And in Dragon Age Origins, it's pretty much always Zevran. Sometimes Morgan, though.
That's really fair. I'm like, Morgan should really have like bi options. Yeah. Honestly, like, why is she not bi? But I've always gone with like Leliana would always be my first choice because she was just so sweet and nice in a robe. And it was like a sweet thing, like in Origins, it was so nice. And Zevran's iconic. I understand why you pick it. I totally get it.
Yep.
Alistair, I have to really be friends with him, but I just don't romance him. It's usually Morgan or Liliana for me.
Yeah, the problem I always have with these games, like Mass Effect, not too much. The only problem I have with Mass Effect is they won't let me fuck Rex. Like, I want to fuck the Krogan. Like, let me do this. Let me do what I have to do. But
I must do what I must do. that's what you're feeling about. That's fair though. Like, one can't hear.
Yeah, just let me sleep with him. But in Origins, I always want to romance Sten, the Canary.
Yeah.
Like, you can kind of sort of romance him if you get his sword back and pick the right dialogue. He'll start calling you by a special name, but it's not really a romance. And then I want to romance Logan. Like, let me sleep with the sad old man, please. Like what I like.
Noted. So we know your types.
Have you played the second one or the third one?
Yeah, I played Dragon Age Origins 2, and I've watched all the way through for Inquisition, so I know what happens.
Oh, okay. There's Iron Bull in the third one is fucking
Iron Bull's fucking hot. Yeah, you're right.
He's an icon. Him and Dorian. Yeah. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
I had to play as a dude to romance Dorian just one time. Because I was I love this man, and I'm glad I can be his platonic love friend, but I need to also romance him.
That's fair. Oh, and also Meryl in Dragon Age 2. I really liked romancing her, even though that whole thing in 2 was so oh my gosh, that story. She was just such a vibe. I love her.
She's so sweet.
Why? But just turning down a different path, and I'm I can't let these people be awful. Let me have that.
Yeah, I wanted to romance Varric so bad. Just let me romance the people I want to romance, David. He's amazing.
He's really adorable. But then he's isn't his whole thing that his only girlfriend is his crossbow? Is that why he's not romanceable, I think?
So here's the thing, is we learn in Inquisition, he's actually in love with the chick who made the crossbow, but she's married.
Oh. No! Oh my god! That's so sweetheart, bro. I love him.
Her name is Bianca.
He
named his crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They kissed that crossbow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's so cute.
What a sweet man. It is. And I'd for Mass Effect, I usually would go with Liara, not gonna lie. And then there's Jade in 2. The one who had the girl who had the shaved head, but then she wasn't bi. She was a straight option.
Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Yes.
I like this guy a lot with the yeah.
I have her haircut from the third game. We have the same haircut.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. What a vibe.
And then in the third game, I'm guessing Liara again.
And Vamp, if you want to come up. That's pretty cool. I just have a shaved head.
I've done that a couple times, but I get bored. I need something to I dye my mohawk a lot. I need something to do, and I can't do anything with a shaved head.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just when it gets hot, I just don't want to deal with hair at all. I just want to remove it. I can't.
Yo, that's a huge part of why I had to shave mine how it is. My hair's super thick, so when it's hot, I feel like I'm wearing a helmet. It's no, I need most of this to go away.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh my gosh. Hair helmet.
Yes.
amazing. But I totally
Yep.
get you. Like, sometimes I'll do like a top heavy kind of thing. It's pretty nice. And when I straighten it, it'll do like a my hair's like really really curly. Honestly, like squirrels, right? But then when I straighten it, it even still like does a curly swoop kind of thing. So when I straighten it, it'll just do like a whoosh curls kind of thing. Because it's like basically, I straightened my hair before, and it would just do like ringlets even after I straightened it. That's how curly my hair is. Yeah, right. It's a vibe.
I don't have curly hair, but my husband over here has some very curly hair, and it's like, dude, I don't know how you function sometimes. Like, it's doing too much.
Oh goodness. Oh, there's Van.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't know why I say hi like that, by the way. I'm sorry.
You just say hi, you say hi. It's all good. And then, can you say? I think you might be a little low. Do you hear Vampire Light?
I can hear it a little.
You can't hear me that well? How
Let me
about that?
see.
That was better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was too close to my mic then.
Yeah, it's like you're too close, then you're just quiet on the. It's a whole fucking
Yeah,
thing.
like this is me, like kissing the mic. Hi, how are you?
Amazing.
Hello.
Thank you.
And this is me really far away from it.
Yeah, maybe it was just because you were coming in. You sound fine now, either way.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah. How you been? What's been up? What you thinking about?
Oh my
Whatever.
god.
Since you came in, if you want. We were talking about crushes and like video games that we romance currently. If you
Oh,
Just
okay.
general monster fuckery, you know.
yeah, alien fuckery.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Vamp, are you Team Venom or not? Like, let's go here.
Team Venom. I like Venom.
Yes. Okay. We will get along just fine.
The noted. Oh my goodness. But like that's okay.
Oh,
Do you have a game that you like to play? That you'd like to play or whatever? Like it could be any game, could be a simple game, could be a whatever game. Just something that you
Okay.
think about.
okay. I do have one. Well, I like Minecraft, and then I like Assassin's Creed.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not.
No, you. Did you play
Welcome.
Assassin's Creed
Brandon.
Valhalla?
I only played Odyssey.
Oh, okay. Odyssey is the pirate one, right? No.
No, it's the one.
No, Black Flag's the pilot one.
The back in the day, the past, in the past, they're playing in the past, in the Greek days. Spartan.
Oh,
That's really cool.
yeah.
I haven't played that
I
one.
know what one you're talking about.
Minecraft's cool too. I like the music so much and the colors. It's such a vibe. Like, it's kind of bad because it's like, I'll play Minecraft, right? And then I'll fall asleep because it's too chill. And then, and then I'm out and I'm like, I want to play the game.
Yeah, it's just that
Oh, no, sorry. Go ahead.
it's just that
Oh,
like I grew up with the Mario games and like all those. So like right now there are so many games that I'm like I wouldn't even know where to start, and then I don't have the time, or I don't make the time to play games, and on top of that I don't like to try new things. So then I'm like Mario. let me just play Mario Kart. Yeah, let me just do that. Or like Animal Crossing. Yeah, let me just go do that.
Oh yeah, I haven't picked up the new Animal Crossing. I liked the original one though.
That's the one I have. The new one. It's not
Well,
like
I have the new
built-in.
one.
Yeah, it came out
Well,
like
I
a
have
couple
the
of years
one
ago.
before the new one.
Everyone says that one's better.
Yeah, you can do a lot more with it.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. So I was like,
Which is kind of like, they really should upgrade the one that was before, like, if they have this one like this. And like, you're really gonna just leave everyone out in the cold with your not as well done because you rushed it shit. It's like, it's just rude. Like, so many companies do that kind of stuff. But I like the colors, just nice, and the people are wholesome. I know that, like, the ones, like the Animal Crossing, like, a while ago, like, you know, the ones that you had on, like, the Wii or something, or the GameCube, it's like, after a minute, after a while of you not, like, being there all the time, they get, like, the characters get really mean. Like, they say, like, some off-the-wall shit. And I was like, it was so bad they had, like, edit them and stuff. And earlier they had to make sure they didn't do the next one. Yeah. They like talk mad shit to you. Like there's probably like a video about it somewhere on YouTube. Probably look it up sometime.
I don't like that they get like that you can't really pick the people, the villagers on the island.
Oh yeah, you just get who you get.
Yeah, and then if you want to
random.
get like different or new ones or cool ones, you have to wait for them or like or wait for someone to leave or you know.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of waiting.
Yeah, that would get on my nerves.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I assume Zero's doing something. I'm not tapping out because you came in, Vamp. I promise. But I just looked at the clock and I have to be up at too early in the morning.
Yes, it is. I got you. It was nice being around.
Yeah, it was nice. Like, if you want me to pop in again sometime, like, I'm glad to.
Definitely.
I'm an old person and I have to be up early. So.
You gotta go to sleep. Hope you have a good night. And like, good luck. I hope it goes by smooth tomorrow.
Thank you. I hope so too. I will see you guys around. Okay.
Okay, nice to meet you.
You too.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey then.
Oh hi. Hello.
Like, we've just been talking about anything really. Like, I really like how interesting it is how video games are just developed. I know it is a lot to try and figure out what you want to do, even if you even have time to, you know. But there's so much outlet. I think if you start on one new one that really catches your eye, you should.
Yeah.
Hey,
If I-
Wolfenada.
If I were to start one, did you ask me?
Yeah, if you
Or-
were to start one that was like, well, okay. Have you seen
okay.
anything new that you're really interested in that you would want to try?
I would like to play like Fortnite or like one of those, but I don't think I'd be able to. I don't think I'd be good at that.
Honestly, it's not as difficult as you think it is. It's kind of like you go around shooting folks and you follow
Oh my
them.
God.
But if you have like a team, if you have a team or whatever of people that can play, and I can play with you on Fortnite, we can probably like practice or something if you want to get used to it, because it is a free game. It's not like you're putting money into it. And we could go to that if you want to try it. It's really nice with the colors. I'm like I'm barely into it myself, so I'd learn it with you.
Imagine.
But I did win and get first place twice when I played with like a team of friends. I can probably let you know about. Yeah, you could probably join a team or something. It could be really fun.
Yeah, that's what I don't like, because like people are really mean online. So then I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that, because I don't want to be bullied online for free.
People are really mean about nothing, you know, just because they can, because it's online or whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I don't try them, and I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. Yeah.
I got you. Give me 1 sec. I'm just in the middle of something. I'll be back. Sorry.
No. We meet again, Jenny. For like the 3rd time today. What buddies we are, yeah. This music makes me want to clap, like, and clap. Clap.
Yeah, it is really nice.
You're back?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
And yeah, Wolfenada is somebody who's on Twitch that streams as well. We know her because of a person named Susie Q's streams and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Really nice person. Streams a lot of different stuff. I know it was like last time I was over there was like Sally Face.
Okay.
Did that scare you, Jim? Yeah, the music's really nice. I like the like clapping kind of stuff or whatever.
It makes me want to.
I heard you say that.
Come on, everybody, clap, yeah, and to the left, and clap to the right, clap.
I'm clapping.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm vibing over here.
Yeah, why not? You know? Yeah, come on. Every other time that we've been going around, you see, it's always been another way that we've been. I don't know, but hey, it was a something.
Yeah. Can you
Now
hear
you
me
got me all
clapping?
into it. We can. Okay, Jimmy. We hear you clapping. You go. You go, Glen Coco. Look at that. Amazing. Do you all have a favorite kind of media that you think about like a lot? It can be a story or a movie. Just something that just kind of stuck with you for a while. If you want to talk about it.
What can it be? What? I don't know. I suddenly forgot every show and everything.
Anything you've ever watched is just nothing now. Just a blank space.
What's yours?
Well, now I'm blank.
Ah, you see?
Yeah, do that.
This might be a long time.
Not the cackles. Oh goodness. But let me see. What am I thinking of? Something that really stuck with me as a story. I mean, I read through all of the series of unfortunate event books. From like chapter 1 to 14. And those are like a telling tale of just like how people will be put into situations, and there are a lot of adults who are honestly incompetent. But they pretend they know everything because they're adults, and they get that frustration of seeing somebody who's just like going through things and trying to figure things out. You know, too many people saying they know exactly how you feel when they don't, kind of things. It really hurt my heart. I remember like crying on the pages, and there's probably like a book in the library somewhere with my tear stain on it. To be fair, reading those books.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't
so
stop.
It doesn't. It's really awful because it's like you want it to be so much better, but then it gets worse and worse and worse, and eventually they're just like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna protect ourselves because no one else is like helping us," you know? It's just like, damn, because a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah, you know what? I saw the other day on Twitter. Maybe you were the one who retweeted it, and I'm gonna bring it up right now. But it was the comparison between Harry Potter and the series of unfortunate events, and how the series of unfortunate events is far superior than Harry Potter. And they did the comparison like side by side, right? And they were like, Harry Potter, he was born in privilege because he is the son of like privileged parents, and like he is like pretty much, he was born a superstar already, so he had a lot of privilege on that end. And then he goes to this really high-end school, right, that is specializes in like just teaching him, when then he has mentors all along the way who are not only protecting him but teaching him the ways, right? So then also during his story, he never loses. It doesn't matter what happens, he never loses. And then in the series of unfortunate events, they were born into privilege, but they lost everything because everything they had was passed on to someone else all the time, who was supposed to make it happen for them, or like to help them, right? But then the people, they're horrible, and then they just keep losing. They lose not only their parents, but they lose everything, and then like their situations get worse and worse and worse, and they have to like rely on each other to make it out of those horrendous situations they're placed in. And then those books highlight what's wrong with the foster care system. So then I was like, yeah, that's true. That's as far as I can remember of the comparisons. That is like Harry Potter, and I was like, that's true. I remember reading the Harry Potter books or like watching the movies, and it's like it doesn't matter what in what situation he's in. Pretty much, he's given God mode on every single thing that's happening to him.
Yeah.
He loses people along the way and all that, but like, I mean, he is the one trope, no? Harry Potter is the one.
Amazing.
He is the one. Yeah. So there are always going to be, with those types of characters, there's always going to be other characters who are far superior than he is, who know more, who could do way more than that character could ever do. But because of some fucking self-righteous bullshit, or simply because the writer wants them to keep going, everyone else who could do better have to sacrifice themselves to help him keep going on his journey. So that I remember that I don't like characters like that. So then it was frustrating for me to watch those movies or read those books because of that, because it's like, oh, new power unlocked, you know?
Yeah, I really understand. You know, Nagasaki, that's
or like
yeah,
or like for example, Bella Swan is another one that is like that is, you are the chosen one, so there you go.
God,
You have all kinds of powers now because you were you're the chosen one, even though literally anyone else could do this job better than you, but but because you're the main character, then you are going to surpass everyone else, and I don't like that.
Main character syndrome, you know? Like, Jesus Christ. I really understand, because it seems like this kind of writing that put into these things that's very, you know, of course you're going to simply hear, like, the main person talking in a perspective, right? But then it's kind of like everything just gets handed to this person for no reason other than they're the main character. And it's very obvious. Like, so much so that it's actually boring to, because you can kind of just see what's going to happen already a lot of the time, you know?
It's really frustrating for me and infuriating because most of the time I don't even like the main character, so then I get attached to other characters, and then sooner or later those characters have to self-sacrifice to help this dumb fucking person.
Yeah, and then it's like they're just getting hurt and everyone's getting like put down or whatever, and then it's just like, why are you wasting the lives of these characters I actually liked for this person I don't even care for, and I have to listen to all of this about them? Like, please, for the love of gosh, you know?
Yeah, so I like this old anime that is called Saint Seiya, and it's about martial arts and stuff like that. So then the main character, his name is Seiya. And I fucking hate Seiya because my boo, my character back then, it's okay because I was a kid back then and he was a kid, so it's okay. And then when he was born, it's okay right now also, because when he was born and I was born, he was actually older than me in the cartoon. So then it's okay that he was my boo, okay? And I really liked them, and I was like, oh my god, this Shiru, oh my god, I love him. And no, like every single one of them had to like sacrifice so much, and every single one of them was better than Seiya. And I hated that. I hated it so much that it was like, it made no sense to me to be watching that, to be like, but they're better. This Shiru is better. Ayoga is better, like this other one, Shun is better, like all of them are better. But then, no, Seiya, leave me here. I am going to hold them off for you. You keep going, go. I will die over here for you. And it's like, why? I never
why would you
understood
die for this bag of potatoes, right? Like,
And then, like,
it's going pretty chill. You liking the vibe? Didn't say to acknowledge. What were you gonna say that?
yeah, and then I'm like, no, don't, please don't do this.
Right.
But hey, to say the main character, and I'm like, why? I don't understand this. And then that's kind of interesting that writers write this character, and then they're like, no, this is the main one, you guys. This is the one you have to like. And then in a way, they develop side characters that have way more substance to them, but then they're not the main character. So like, they're like,
I don't know how they do that. Like, how does that even happen? Where you create a better character than the character that you actually have? Like, that doesn't make any sense, you know?
Yeah, and then they're like, yeah, they're gonna die because, yeah. And it's like, what? So then you decided to make this really awesome character with so many, I don't know, like nuance and like backstory and like substance to them, just to kill them? Why? For shock value? Or like, what
A lot
are we
of
doing
people
over here?
just kill them off, though. Like, there was like a whole fucking just exodus, right? Of people just killing off random characters for the, you know, for sadness versus actually moving the story along. Because then it's like, sometimes that happens and then the story just gets stuck because there's just this obvious space they didn't even account for. They're just like, they just wanted someone dead to be dead. And that really bothered me. Like,
that's true. Like, I want to see the readers cry because the main character's best friend died. So let's do that. And it's like, okay, but like, why? Like you said, it's not really moving the story forward. It's not really doing anything. You just like, I don't know. Yeah, for me, like, I don't know. It makes no, like, no. I fucking hate that.
Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, right. I mean, just like, why? Why are you doing that to me? Why are you doing this to your characters? Like, I honestly feel slighted sometimes when people treat their characters wrong. And like, if they knew that you would find this universe like this, they'd be mad as fuck. Like, it's not really mad for them. That's how I felt about it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I have never liked it. I've never ever liked it at all.
Yeah.
And I like the Matrix.
Yeah. I like the Animatrix a lot. That's my favorite.
Yeah, you've told me before. And I like the Matrix. The Matrix is also the same. Like, where would Neo be without Trinity? Like,
yeah.
Like, let's be honest over here.
That is he'd be dead. He'd be dead. Let's just be straight up. He'd be fucking dead. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, at some point I thought she should be the one, actually. You know?
Yeah, but they never want women to be main characters. There's support from men. Don't you know? That's how writing works, I guess.
But I really like the Trinity in a way. She is but like, she's very self-sufficient. But I'm like, yeah, like Neo, I don't know, Neo, yeah, but like without Trinity, without Morpheus, where would you be? Like, you know.
Honestly. I don't even
Yeah.
talk about it either, they don't. It's not just a whole thing of like, I don't know why, but it was like, for a lot of writing for a while, it was like the sadder it was, the more bleak it was, the more people were like, oh, it's perfect, this is how a story goes. And a lot of people just had that shit be bleak as fuck. And It was like, it was just nonsense. It was to the point of nonsense, where it was like, it just didn't make sense with how dire they made things. You know what I mean? In the sense of like, just kill people off, just make triangles and conflict without it really going anywhere. You know, like complete personality changes from someone who said they were a best friend and then they didn't act like one. Kind of thing. Yeah. It's just kind of like, I'm like, what makes that progression happen to make people just, you know, go any decision with their writing like that?
Yeah, because sometimes it's kind of like sometimes the way like books feel, like the first book, sometimes it feels like it's season 1, and then like in season 2 they decided to make the main character go through like a transition of personalities, and then like they may go from being the gentlest, nicest person ever to just be awful because I don't know, they're going through some struggles, but it's not really clear. So because it's not clear, then it just feels like it's a different character altogether now. And then towards the end, they're just like go back to normal because, I don't know, they found love, or because they were no longer confused about the love triangle. They decided who they were going to stay with. And then also that bothers me too, the need to have a love triangle to bring in conflict to the story.
Yeah, like, I'm just, Jesus Christ, I really am so burnt out from like the love triangle tropes. And I think it's because like so many media leaned into that like constantly. Like a lot of things, I can remember like when really popular media came out, especially around like Twilight, gosh darn, but like, you know what I mean, like around the time that Twilight came out and a bunch of other like media whatever that came out, they all went the love triangle trope like heavy. And I really do not get why. And then like now it's just like this constant thing, and I know it was before Twilight, but it's like, it seems like Twilight made it more like a bigger thing, or more sensationalized for people to romanticize, I guess, the love triangle itself. So it's like a lot of people went with it or something as this is a perfect love story, even though it's really a trope of distinguished nonsense a lot of the time. But I mean, like, Friends did it. Like, it's like I just stared at it and I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Like, when people do that, it's just so, it's so boring.
And then like the thing that it's also, oh no, I mean, he came and he saved me as a person.
Right. He completely figured out my puzzle, and we're completely whole now that we're in a relationship, because relationships are the epitome of becoming human. Like, whatever the fuck that means.
He completed me or something. Yeah.
He completed me. It's like, oh my gosh.
And then he's an asshole.
Right?
He's an asshole who she changed in a way, because she showed him how to not be mean anymore, in a way. But he's still mean, though. So it's like, oh, yeah.
And like, they just completely, I guess, like, sometimes my headcanon would go into the after, like after the screen or, and you think of like how they live their lives after the story ends, you know? And I'm like, damn, that'd be annoying as fuck. You know, that's my thought process.
Yeah, Prince saving the princess. Yeah, the Prince Charming Cinderella story. Well, the Cinderella story is more of the billionaire, no? That's the modern Cinderella story. The poor girl falling in love with a super rich guy.
And it's just so unrealistic.
The other one where the guy is an asshole and then the girl comes and changes him. That's the Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Stockholm syndrome. Romanticize. Amazing. Like, I'm just like, dang, why is so much toxicity romanticized in our media? Like, what does it say about our society?
Well, like, there's been discussions about that a lot of people like really super hella dark romance, and the guys are most of the time or all the time in those really dark ones, they're really extreme assholes to women. And they're like, well, I don't want to be treated like this. It's just that I like to consume this type of content. I just, I don't want to be abused, but like, I like to read that sort of stuff because, like, yeah. And yeah.
Goodness. This shit pisses me off. Like, it's like literally the romanticization of fuck shit. Cause yeah, what Jimmy said. Cause TV said so. Like, I'm just, like, it really is a lot too. Cause there's a lot of people that sell these ideas as adults and they put it in like the young adult category for teenagers to think that that's the epitome of love. And it really is, like, concerning to me because it's like, so many people internalize that this is how people are supposed to treat me, this is how I'm supposed to treat people by the media they consume,
Yeah.
And you just have all of these artists, all of these creators who are just so irresponsible to tell, like, entire generations of people that abuse is love. And now we're here, and a lot of people are fucked the fuck up.
Okay. Well, for me, because I also write romance, I don't want to write stories like that for young adults, because I do believe that those types of stories can what's it called? Can influence teenagers or like young adults to think that this is how love is. So I don't want that. Like, I am in high school and the bad boy who's a fucking asshole to me, like, oh my god, and he played with my emotions, but like I can change him, and he's like, yeah, you cannot change him.
Oh my goodness, yeah, the whole I can change him mentality is really concerning, isn't it? But I mean, that's been long standing before we really have a lot of media, I guess. Maybe. Just because it's like been old tale of someone thinking they can change somebody, even though they did someone else like crap, It's like, why do we think that? Why would we think that we have to change somebody when they should change? They should like really think of wanting to change without someone having to like drag them to the answer. Why would you want someone that you have to drag them to the answer for just like being a decent person?
Yeah, because all of them pretty much is the same in a way. Like, that's why I don't read YA. I don't watch like teenager like dramas or stuff like that. Or movies, and I'm not interested because a lot of them is like so pretty much the same. It's the same. It's the asshole guy. I can change him. I can be. I am special. I will be special enough to be the only one who can change him. My love will change him.
It's just so toxic. For real. Well, I mean, there are these books that I think about too. You know, I know I brought up Serial Unfortunate Events, but there's this other book called Midnighters that was really good. It was about these people that it was like the 11th or 12th hour or 13th hour or something like that. It was like when that hour came up, like new night kind of creatures popped up, and they were the only ones who could see it and defend the area or something like that. And they all had different powers that would help them like maneuver through it. And it's like there was this thing while they were really trying to be friends and have fun and have a good time, and they really tried. But there was this thing where the two people of it like fell in love, and they really loved each other. They were obviously like they cared about each other and wanted to protect each other. It was really wholesome. But the main person, she ended up getting stuck in the dimension because she had to use her power to keep it from being bad for everybody or something like that.
Oh no.
And yeah, right? And it just ends. But it was so good. I thought about it for a while. I've been thinking about it even now. You know?
Yeah.
Midnighters is the name. And then like there's this book called Pretty's Ugly Specials that was really interesting about like society and what we would be like if like you had a way of being your perfect self when you're 18, you know, able to do all the surgeries that you want to be the perfect embodiment of you, I guess. And like this, it's about a person, a girl navigating this after she like gets of age, and it becomes like a whole thing. Like because it's like from pretties, it's like a whole realization. Then there's uglies. It's uglies and there's a whole realization, and there's specials, and it's a whole nother thing throughout those things. So I don't want to like fully explain what happened throughout the 3 books because it's like you kind of have to get to the point. But those 2 series were something that I've really thought about for a while. And I never really saw like a bunch of media or whatever about it. But they were books that really made me feel like I was reading about people in this world and what they would do, you know, and how they would fly, you know?
Oh, I think.
It was very vibe. And there's some really good gems, like... Oh, and also the Vladimir Todd series. That was pretty good. It's like about a half vampire, half human kid who's like trying to come to terms with his vampire side while trying to stay human. It's really interesting.
Okay.
I think you might like it. There's like a few books. It's like 5 books for that one, actually. I've only read it for 3. Yeah. And it was like... It's really interesting when people like... I don't know, it's kind of like wild to me in a way how people don't go that far with mythological stuff. Like it's like they act like just because of one mythological being existing, that's the only thing that can exist, and like that's all they need, you know. And I'm like, why don't you have this whole universe and you do nothing with it other than to act like only one weird thing exists in this world? Like, why can't more, like, it's...
That's what I thought too. That it's like but I guess it's because people don't want that, like people, or I don't know, like people don't want to. No. It's because people think people don't want that. Like they're not gonna have vampires and dragons and like elves and trolls and werewolves and like all of those types of characters in one world because it's too much for a fucking reason. you know.
Because I guess a
And
lot
I'm
of people
like,
were just told to stifle themselves, stifle their writing to be better consumption or whatever for some elitist nepotistic standard or something, whatever.
yeah,
I feel like it's honestly a waste in my opinion, or it's like stifling, or it's like
yeah.
it's just not going as far as you could with something that's a genuine creation of the soul, I guess.
Yeah, because in the genres, right? Like you have urban fantasy, which is like werewolves and vampires, right? And then you, I think, and then you have horror, which is like all your ghosts or your other monsters that it's like zombies and like stuff like that. You have it there. And so then I think like the publishing industry wants everything to be like packed in, like segregated in like specific categories that is like you can only fit here, otherwise like it's not gonna work for you. And then you have like the dragons and the elves and like all of those, they belong in fantasy. So then it's like even when you are trying to self-publish, you can't post your book and then, like for example on Amazon, you have to put your book in one category only. You can't choose several categories, because then I think Amazon like removes your book because they feel like you're trying to be a cheater, and then just push your book to categories in which your book doesn't belong. So then
that's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, so then people just stay in a specific category of a genre so that they can market the book in that genre. So because you can't do multiple stuff, you have to just pick one, which is bullshit, because if you have a bunch of things in your book, then you have to pick which one it is. And then like, let's say you have all of these elements in it, all these creatures in it, you even have zombies in there, and then you choose to be fantasy, people are gonna be upset because whenever they see, oh, this book is fantasy, they're already thinking, oh, elves or like magic or like stuff like that. And if you show them one vampire, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This is not a fantasy, this is and then people are gonna get really upset. So that might not be good for you reviews wise, and vice versa. If you just put it in like the urban fantasy category, they're gonna be like, what the fuck, this shit is fantasy, it has dragons and it has elves and it has magic and it has all of these others, it has like worlds that are like magic based and shit. No. What the fuck are you doing in my territory? Go and take that shit all the way over there. So yeah,
I'm just gonna fight everybody who decided that we can't have more than one genre, because I'm like, why do I have to limit myself? Like, I mean, it's just kind of like a lot of people do that with music too, honestly, where they'll be like, I don't see it as much now, because I think a lot more people are like, okay, whatever, vibes. But like 10 something years ago, it was really bad. Like, it was like, people would be like, you can only do one thing, or only one thing can exist or whatever for music. And I'm like, there's so many different sounds and different ways of like playing and smoothness, and if you just want to add something and do something together, why not do it? Why not create? Why do we have to stifle ourselves and remove our shine, remove our light, just so it can be so it's just one thing to type up? I guess it's just so blatantly like, I just don't get the point. Let me fucking read all the different things, let me listen to all the different things. It is really odd to limit, I feel.
Yeah, Jenny, and I think that's why a lot of writers go even further, and they have different pen names for different genres.
Yeah,
because a lot of the times people are going to be like, oh wow, like I thought you only wrote like, I don't know, urban fantasy. What the fuck are you doing writing romance? Because a lot of the times, like, people don't don't want a writer to write in several genres. A lot of the times people just, because they sort of don't trust the writer to know what the fuck they're doing in other genres. So then writers are like, let me just fucking get pen names for other stuff. So then sometimes so sometimes their main account, let's say the account that has their face on, that's the main thing they write. But then you may not know that they also write in other categories because they have a pen name for those other categories.
It's a whole everything. I just I don't like how it's like a lot of like writing is so elitist, and then I just think about how I know so many people that wanted to be writers, and a lot of people just aren't writers because it's just too much red tape for no fucking reason, you know?
Yeah, and then like if you feel like, I've been in that position in which I'm like, I have this story, I would like to write this, but then I know it has so many different things in it that I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna write it because of that.
Please write it. You should write it if you feel like writing it. I feel like it'd be really cool, to be honest. And I mean, honestly, these publications, they are dying out or whatever, because like so many people are getting more deals on Wattpad than going to them sometimes. So I mean, I don't know, I feel like a lot of corporations or whatever, they find out like, well, people only want one thing, but that's obviously they say that because, you know, they've always for a long time said only do one thing so people can pay attention to it. Just like recently, I guess more people are really being streamers, right, readers, and that's getting a lot more traction than people expected already. And I feel like that's really do variety. People really have a varying kind of way of navigating through creation and like finding things, you know, because it's really interesting what you can find when people are multifaceted about what they make.
Yeah, I like it that writers more and more are like, no thanks, I don't even want to actually go there. And then people like artists overall, like artists that just are like, I don't need to belong to this specific thing that it's part of a, I don't know, like a, I don't want to say corporation because it's not, but it's like a system, the system that it's designed to just have a specific people winning at all times, and then make it difficult for others to make it there. And they're like, fuck that, let me just do my own thing, and then they're succeeding at it. And then now this system is freaking out because they don't know how to keep control of people and be like, no, you don't get it, I am the legit thing, you have to come, you have to come to me. And then people are like, no thanks. And they're like, what the fuck? No, but we've been doing this for a long time, like we know, like their manipulation tactics don't work anymore. So I'm really glad that that's happening.
It's really nice. I appreciate it a lot because honestly, it was really boring as someone who, you know, likes variety and has liked variety for a while now. I've honestly always been the person that's like, oh, you like this? That's cool. I like finding out what other people like and getting into it and like finding new things because of that, and like by association, like it's just a web of interesting things, like a fucking a crow like collecting like really cool rocks or something. Like I'm like that. I've always been like that.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm so glad because at least from what I know in the publishing industry is collapsing because and then like the way they're treating the writers. I think I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. But the way they're treating writers is so garbage.
It really is. Like, oh my goodness, I really hate how much of society will completely denounce the influence that creation has on our society, I guess. Like, a lot of people, they'll want to use some creative things and be like, oh, this is a whole thing, but they'll never do anything to genuinely support like the art or the artist, or they'll never like really be like, oh yeah, art is needed, you know, people need to be able to figure out those outlets or whatever and find what they like and really create. But a lot of people treat it as if like you don't deserve like living wages or something off of creating art. Like, it's just an offhand thing, but you know, the main people that have people do things for them, they wouldn't be able to do the same things as someone who actually gets paid to create.
Yeah.
And I just don't get why people, they completely discount it, you know. I guess it's laziness or something, or like not really seeing how it is as not being the actual artist. But how a society puts art at the last rung of the ladder as if it's not a cultural significance, you know, it's really detrimental to our society, I feel. Just because it ignores like how influential it really is for all of us, you know.
But like how exploitative it is, and the monetization of it, so that only a specific group of people can profit off of the creation of other people, like the creativity of other people. Like in the music industry, like I was looking at a video the other day of Alicia Keys. I don't know if you saw it, when the Alicia Keys was like that she wanted to do like a sort of collaboration with Prince, and then Prince asked her if she owned her masters for the songs, and I guess she didn't, and he was like, no, you better change the song, you better change the key to make it sound sort of sound like it, but not quite, because I am not going to send those people's kids to college on my shit. And I was like, you know what, good for you that he was like, no. And because it is true, because at the end of the day, the people who own the masters of the music are the ones who are making money.
Yeah, it was really
the
true.
label company.
It's such a monopolization of people's work, and then like people are literally starving artists out here because folks don't want to even like give them their dues for like really creating. And it's so messed up. I'm like, where would you be without art? If we didn't know color, if we didn't understand what we were like really wanting to be and create.
I don't know if it was like
so many corporations.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, I don't know if it was healthy or healthy, but it's a girl that is like, she was in one of the BTS songs, and I don't remember which song that is it was very popular that she sang at the moment, but she made a TikTok, and she was just like not even looking at the camera was pointing at like her neck, like it was from the bottom. And it was written there that all she wants to do is do music, but her label doesn't allow her to release music because she needs to create a TikTok moment so that she can go viral, so that she can release music.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, and then because she did that, then other musicians started making TikToks like that, because they were like same pretty much. Even Doja Cat did one like that too. I was like, I just want to create music, man. I just want to like release my songs. I just want to like, that's just what I want. But now they want them to go viral on TikTok. or they want them to create the music in a way that they know that hopefully can become like a TikTok sound, and so that it can start trending and stuff like that. And they're like,
Yeah,
what
it's
if
for consumption versus the actual creation, so it's just limiting everybody, you know?
and then it's like not every song is going to become a TikTok sound though.
Yeah.
So then it's like, goddamn, like what if they just want to like do something chill for them and whatever, but they're like, nope, if it doesn't go viral, bitch, then I don't know what to tell you. You need to be going viral on the daily. And it's like, oh wow, this is such fucking bullshit.
Ooh. Treating people like, it's just fucked. Like, it really is. Like, the amount of times that people are used as guinea pigs or whatever for like other people's clout or whatever, or like other people's consumption and money or whatever, and then like artists always get like 0.0 something cents out of shit. Like, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, it's really messed up. Like, they're the ones who literally create, and then all of these corporations, they want to take like 30%, 50% off the top, just so they can profit off of someone else's creation, you know? It's disgusting. That's honestly why I'm like, yeah. It's why honestly, like, I want people to pay me directly. That's always why I like send my other links versus like even get monetized on here, because it's just absolute bullshit. It always is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's absolute shit. Because I just thought that it was garbage for writers, but no, like I'm finding out that it's like it's garbage for every creative person. And I'm like, why the fuck are creative people getting punished? Why? Why are creative people getting constantly stolen from? Like, you know where the fuck the world would be without creative people? Like, you know?
It would be really great.
That's so fucked up.
It would be so sad. Like, it is really fucked up. Like, because over the years and over so many times, people get taken advantage of constantly, you know? Just for creating whatever. Like, creative people have been put down, looked down on for not being, I guess people see it as not worthy of, like, being treated as a genuine profession. And so it's just made this cycle of nonsense where people just don't treat it right, but we all get taken advantage of. And, like, burnt to less than bone, you know? And then, yeah, like, as Jenny's saying, it's like, it's weird. It seems a lot of the time they could just pay the artists, but they choose not to. There's so many people scam artists out of their hard-earned work just so they can like scam somebody and use it for their gain and not even pay anybody too. And it's just messed up, you know, and it's really made a whole distressful thing of a net around it all, and it's really fucked because it doesn't have to be like that.
Like, did you know that, you know, music videos, right? Music videos, they most of the time, like a lot of the times, they have dancers in the videos.
Yeah.
So then the dancers, they get recognition, and then it's a little bit of a promo for them if their face shows up in the video. But they get really sad, and it's like fucked up for them because it doesn't help them as much when their faces are covered. So then now
people don't know who they are.
Because people don't know, they cannot see them, right? So then they cannot add that to their portfolio because they can just say, oh, that's me. But because it's not their face on there, then they don't believe them. So then it's really bullshit when that happens to dancers constantly. And ever since I saw dancers say that, now I started noticing that most of the time they put stuff on the heads of dancers for fucking videos.
Yeah, so people can't tell who they are, and it's just fucked.
To make them look cool for them or whatever. And now it makes me sad every time I see it because I'm like, no, man, like, oh my god, they're paying them, and I bet you they're not even paying them that well anyway. but I'm like, help
Yeah,
them
it's
out.
usually not even anything.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of the time, people won't even
sometimes they
say
don't even
anything.
pay them. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
saw
like,
how,
just help them out.
Todrick Hall, how he's been doing people's, like, have him for the videos and stuff, but literally doesn't pay him for months or whatever. Then acts like he's being slighted because people dared ask him for money after they, like, put all their stuff on the line for him because they thought they were genuinely supporting an artist. And it's another artist being full of shit. That's the worst thing, too. Like, when artists scam other artists, I'm like, that's the lowest of the low. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I've like ever since I've noticed that if there are a lot of dancers in the video, every single time they cover their faces because they want the singer to be the main feature on the video. And then I'm like, oh no, these poor dancers, man. I feel so bad for them. I cannot not notice it now. And it's so many times. And I'm like, stop it, let them show their face. Yeah, so that is like one unit. Yeah, but also I feel like it's because if they have like a dancer, because dancers, they can steal the spotlight of the singer if the singer cannot dance that well, or like they cannot make the facial expressions or whatever. They can steal the spotlight a little bit, like in Single
that
Ladies.
can definitely happen.
Like in Single Ladies, I don't watch that video for Beyonce. I watch it because there is a lady in there that I really like her. So then I watch the video to watch that lady. And I think they don't want that. They don't want people getting distracted by one dancer. Stealing
Honestly,
stealing the singer's moment. I think that's why they cover their faces. So that you can only focus on one face, which is the singer's face. We can't have it. Yeah.
That's how they feel. I mean, I've literally seen like creative things where people like have dances for the things, and they're like, for dancers they want them to lose their individuality and dance with the group to really merge with the group a lot of the time. And that's also like, I get that it's to make things cohesive, but it's also like you can't at least even like give people credits in the fucking thing. You can't be like the dancers were at the end of the video. Like people don't even do that, and that's what like really messes. And I'm not gonna discount that because it's fucked up how people don't get credit. They're just supposed to like paid and it'll be okay, but like people need to have genuine promotion with their stuff with the people that are really involved with their things. I feel like I'm always gonna do that. I always want people to know who's like I'm talking to, who I'm like really like working with or whatever, because who am I to be someone who's a creator and then I don't uplift other creators, other people that just put in work to really have what they feel out. That's something that's so special that I don't think people give it enough credit or give it enough recognition,
Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, so. It was like, I had no idea that it's so bad for creative people out here. I had no idea. It's really sad, and like people who draw or paint, it's so bad for them. It's so bad because people just steal their stuff.
People be trying to steal like out the fucking ass, especially for like digital art too. That's the thing. It really sucks because like with how NFTs are, I do get how you have something that's non-fungible or whatever, so you can really make sure that it belongs to this person, especially for digital art. But then capitalist assholes, they took over it and made it all scammy, so now no one wants to touch it. And it sucks because it really could have helped artists, like, have their things paid for and have people not fake that shit,
Yeah. And then like even when like digital artists, they make, I don't know, like a painting or whatever, right, a character or whatever,
Mhm.
and even when they put their watermark, people go as far as taking off their fucking watermark and then just post it on their fucking account, and then they end up getting like millions of fucking hits or views or whatever, and they not once credit the fucking artist. And I'm like,
It's so
God
much
damn.
It's fucked up completely. It should never be allowed for people to act like that about other people's work. It's literally stealing on so many levels. Completely stealing someone's like hits and reach and all of that just for clicks, when they can't even like come back up with something like that. They can't even replicate or even create like that. But they're gonna completely take someone's creation for their own gain. You know, and it's just sick. It truly is.
If the design is cool enough, fucking companies will just straight up take it and start making t-shirts off of people's designs. Like all the time they do it. All the time.
Yeah, like the amount of times people have done these things and then like just taken watermarks off. Like, y'all better keep the fucking watermarks on people's art. Taking it off says a lot about you. Make your own fucking art if you don't want a watermark on that. Don't take someone else's watermark off. It's fucked to do that.
I see that shit like at least twice a week, if not more. People being like, oh my fucking god, this person took my art. And they even took my watermark off and they put their own watermark on my fucking work. And yeah, like t-shirts and mugs and like I don't know, if somebody says a phrase, like right away it's gonna be on a fucking t-shirt. I remember the person who was like who was saying they said, and it became like a thing that everybody, like a meme sort of, that they said like the end is like, don't argue with dumb people or something like that. You're not the jackass whisperer or something like that. It was the phrase.
Oh my goodness.
And the fucking phrase for years has been on t-shirts and mugs and like wall art, or like anything you can print that shit on, it has been on, and the person has not gotten one fucking penny. Not one.
Fucked. So completely fucked. Like, I hate that some people do that, because it's like, it's with so many things that happens to artists, and people are like, where's y'all going? Where's the creator? Y'all are stealing from them and they're starving out. What the fuck do you expect to happen? It's so, fucked. Like,
so more than not, every phrase you see on a t-shirt, every poem or like wise words or like something cool that you see on a t-shirt, it was probably stolen.
Yeah,
it was
like, honestly why I'm kind of like, I just want to make my own stuff, you know, at this point, because I don't want to accidentally like take someone's stuff just because I bought like a shirt from a place or something. It's really fucked.
I don't
like,
buy t-shirts with words on them. Yeah, because I'm like, if I don't know who said the quote, then I don't fucking buy them, because I'm like, this was stolen. Imagine like somebody wrote a poem and then a fucking company just started, and then you just posted it on Twitter, and a fucking company picked it up and started making t-shirts with your fucking poem. I'd be so pissed off.
Yeah, I'd be
t-shirts
pissed
and mugs and fucking canvases with art, with like making the words looking cool and shit, like for to put them on people's walls and stuff. Oh my god, I'd be so upset.
Right. Like, it's just like, it's just so utterly vindictive, truly. And that's the worst part about it, is like, people know what they're doing, but they don't care. And then that's also the thing with NFTs too. It's like, that just gave, like, people use that as an excuse to literally steal people's art to make into one of those things and to make thousands to millions of dollars off of it. And so I'm just like, people just figured out a worse way to steal with that shit. It's fucked, because it's like, but I don't know. I'm at least gonna be somebody like, I'll be mindful, and I'll try and like be like, hey artists, let's all just band together and really try and support each other and really like create and like, you know, let people know who created what was made, you know. And I feel like this is a really chill group of that we found.
Yeah.
But
I feel
I'm just
like
so like,
I feel like that can wear at a person's spirit and then kill their creativity, because why the fuck are you going to be creative when you know that if you post something to promote yourself online, somebody's going to steal it? And then like having somebody steal it over and over and over and over, and then like watch people make money and you're not making anything. That's really
it tears at
difficult.
your soul.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel worth it. It feels less than worth it for shit like that, truly.
Because you straight up are just working for others for free.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
then they
fucked
get
up.
all the credit.
And
It
all
is
the
fucked.
money. The credit,
Yeah, and
like
all the money.
recognition, money, like it's so fucking. Oh my god, that stuff. And then like the people just saying, well, if you didn't want it stolen, then you shouldn't post it online. I fucking hate those people who say that shit.
Right.
Because I'm like, how the
Jesus
fuck are
Christ.
artists supposed to promote themselves? Like, don't
Yeah, how
steal
are they
shit.
supposed to like network?
That's kind
Get
of
mad at
that's
the
like
people actually
abusive.
stealing the shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's abusive people language. To
It
say
is.
that.
It's literally like,
You
don't
made
be
me-
abused, don't have people take advantage of you, bullshit.
Yeah, like don't make me. Yeah, you made me do this. You posted it, so you made me steal it. No, bitch, you stole it because you're a fucking thief. You have not one creative
Exactly.
bone in your fucking butt, and that's why you had to steal
Exactly.
it, because you cannot create shit.
It says a lot.
That's
It
the
truly
only
does.
skill you have. The only skill you have is to be a fucking thief. That's it, and not even a good one, because every time they find them.
Yeah. Gosh. I honestly want to make a thing with like people who gotten the things stolen and stuff, be like, this is who's the actual artist. You know, I always try and share those things to be like, these are actual artists. I might need to make like a little archive or something to make sure it's like, you know, like a thread, just so people can be like, this is who actually made this, and people can just go through it. And I think if people did more things like that, it could probably try and help combat it, maybe. I'll have to like look into
really
it.
like
It is
it.
such a big problem.
I like it that every time people are like, "Oh, so you're not gonna give credit to so and so? Oh, so you're not gonna give?" And I'm like, "Yes,
Yeah.
yes, get
Right.
them, get
Right.
them." Yes.
They need to get got for real.
I love it.
Same.
love
I love it too. This has been a vibe. I really enjoy talking with you. And just everybody here. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being around, everybody. Oh no, you're not screaming.
I'm
You're
trying.
all good. Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah,
My phone's at like 23% right now.
your phone is hanging on for dear life.
It's literally hanging on by electricity.
So you wanna end it?
Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea just so I can charge it and doesn't glitch out while we're I think it'd be a good point to end it too. I mean, we had a lot of ideas and conversations. And anything closing you want to say?
No, just thank you for having me, and yeah, thank you. It was nice to be here.
Oh, boy. It was really nice being back. I know it's been a minute. I've missed going live. I've just had a whole thing. Yeah, I was sick for a while.
Yeah.
It was nice. Well, have a good day. And thanks, Jenny.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye
Oh, drop something. Bye.
bye.